Hello there, everybody, and welcome back to episode 46 of the final Sect. Today there is more medicine refining up ahead of us, but more importantly, we're going to make further attempts in breaking through our fire cultivators and see if we can get them as powerful as possible before the spring comes, and we'll have to get them into their golden core status. This year, at least 2 people will be breaking through, or, well, I should say next year, but it's still quite a lot that we have ahead of us, and I'm so much looking forward to that. So, and Guang here is on his pork adventures. That's literally his breakthrough challenge. Let's call it like that. Yanchuang is losing her mind while grabbing new chi for her enchantment processes. I just figured that I can let her chill some. I have enough chi for the next plant that I want to refine, and that's all it needs. Also, I don't want poop in my medicine storage. Alright, so let's go for Spectre refining some more Ganoderma. Let's get started with that. Then I let her chill a little bit, and then we repeat. So the biggest thing that I had on mind for today was that it's time to build up a Hellgate. I don't know how I should probably get the sheer amount of Angish soul gems together that I will need for what's up ahead of us, so we are going to make that happen. It's not really something I will be terribly proud of, but whatever. It doesn't matter too much. The game doesn't even punish you for doing that. That's the worst part about it. So, Hellgating. Hellgating is quite easy. You build a Sect gate somewhere. Well, I'd say we're going to build it down here. And so it's actually really looking as if it's the entrance to the Sect. And now we're going to build a structure that's going to be horrible for the Feng Shui items in there. We're going to work with stone because stone hates wood. So we're going to build a wooden building that we're going to decorate with stone. Yeah, I don't want to describe it because I'm afraid I might lose it again. So, but I know how to make it work. Very first thing that we require, too many doors. Feng Shui hates too many doors. Why can't I put a door above the walls? Oh, yeah, because the materials are already there. That's a nasty little side effect when you're working with the mini-universe. You cannot write doors just on top of the walls anymore. It sucks. It severely sucks. It's one of those situations where the upgrade is making things worse for you. Alright, the pork man has broken through. Perfect. So, we are going to stop Guang now from his further adventures to Porktown, because that work is done now. So we have plenty of room here now to make this room as horrible as possible. That's our goal. So we're going to go and build stuff out of stone and decorate it with wood. That will just do the trick. So what you need is Feng Shui items, here Feng Shui buildings, and these have to be out of stone. And then we put wooden decorations around them, and this will ruin the Feng Shui of the room entirely. There we go. I finally got it right. But I bet I will only remember it until the next time that I fire up the game. Like the next Sect, I mean. Then I have surely forgotten everything again. Or if I took too much of a long break from this game. So I'm putting the graves also here into the corners, because that's the spot where they are enclosed by as many walls as possible. Walls only exude their elemental power 1 tile wide. See here, there's this faint green glimmer. You can't see it, probably. And whereas the lanterns, they have a bigger aura. Here, you see. So you need to be exactly on the edges of that, whereas here you can also be on the diagonal corners. That's at least how I read it. Don't know if I'm right about that, but here. The room is devastated. And now we're going to make the last thing happen. You already guessed it, I guess. We're going to put up some displays for the temperature control. And that's that. That's Hellgating in a nutshell. After that, we just need to order new recruits from the city nearby. They'll go in here, pray here, and then they'll die. Although, well, yeah, if I remember correctly, the soul pearls are necessary. Otherwise, they won't necessarily die there. There we go. Alright. And this way, we can harvest way more soul gems than ever before. It might be an arguable practice to put it into charming words, but you gotta do what you gotta do. The road to immortality is harsh. A Yao guy. So, are you finally the Yao guy that I want to pick up? So, well, the stats aren't horrible at least, but they aren't really good either. Chi sense is just not high enough for my taste. So, get lost. Alright, so we got more than enough soul pearls to make the gig happen. These things are stupidly powerful in lowering the temperature of a room. So we're... Yay! A panacea pill! So we're basically transforming the insides of this room into outer space, at least temperature-wise. And people will die relatively quickly inside there. Don't worry, they won't suffer too long. And... no. I did a mistake here. This is too close. We gotta make it with fire. Does it work with fire? I'd need a phoenix feather for that. Damn, I don't have it. So... Crimson fruit would also increase the temperature. Do I have another crimson fruit? Let's check it out. No. Well... never mind. Let's retry it. I hope ominous is bad enough. And it doesn't need to be very ominous for the harvesting to take place. The thing here is... why is it improving the chi of the room, actually? Or the feng shui? I'm surprised about this actually happening. Yeah, well, we're just going to have to put more anti-elements in there. Okay. The sect is being attacked by a wild bull. After everything that has happened to us, a swarm of wild bulls attacks us. What can we do? So we just need to put in more unhappy feng shui buildings and then things will work out there again. So, let's see. There's enough room for another tomb in here. Surrounded by horrible decorations. I hope the room doesn't kill my outers while they're setting it up. So, I'm frankly surprised that the soul pearls are influencing the feng shui positively. Or maybe it is the gloomy mood? Anyways, we're going to put up 1 or 2 more of these inside here. Just as a good measure, you know. So let's use marble for a change. I mean, these graves, they are also kind of a good hunch of what's up ahead of you when you come visiting us. So, I don't know. Somehow along these lines, the final sect has become very morbid. It's about being the last sect alive. We're suddenly starting to Hellgate things. Oh, whoopsie. These are ill-placed. Now the room is horrible again. Good work. So we had to notch up the uncomfortableness a bit. And also, the room is now nice and shiny. So the people aren't blocked from getting in there. So all we need to do now is we need to put in the rest of the soul pearls. I delayed that for a hot minute when I realized that we needed to work in there still. Because minus 70 degree is already bad enough, but not really bad enough. It needs to get worse. Alright. So meanwhile, I need to put my cultivators back on a breather. Here we go. Because I really want to be able to feed my new cultivators with a lot of really, really powerful medicine. There we go. So we're going to take an experiment. When we request people at night, 46 will come, and we're just going to pick up whoever comes. This is really, really damnable practice. This is by far one of the most screwed up things that I know about in this game that you can do without any repercussions. You know, that's the most messed up part about it. There's literally no repercussion about that gameplay wise. I think we need a little bit more outer space in there. It's not cold enough yet. I mean, it might kill people now, but what about summer? So Zhoujin already got hurt. As you see, people get frostbitten here in a very, very short amount of time. Good stuff. Now, let's head back to the body cultivation shack. So, I really enjoy how I have set up my training regimen now. This is very comfy. This is very chill. There we go. That should get us somewhere in the long run. External deformity that reduces attack accuracy, increases endurance drastically. I think this is absolutely worth it because defense success is moddable. We're going to take that. And a enormous increase in endurance sounds darned good. Dear comment section, warn me if I am on a wrong path here, but to me that sounds like a darn good deal in the long run to make my defense endurance go up. Because defense endurance is, as far as I understood things, very, very important. It is basically my damage resistance stat. So we're we're going to go for that. Goes quite well with the Psychic Bone. Alrighty. Stats are looking better by now. Oh, we're in a different department now. Well, whatever. Let's pick up some stacks of blessed flesh in between. There we go. So, from 60 to 71%. I think this is mostly, though, due to the layer increases. And I also noticed that external deformity can be gathered by using filth essence. So, I think it is time for another round of nasties. So I wonder what the trigger was on her to gain filth essence from the first pile of poop she ate, and after that, not again. I really wonder, where could we get filth essences else from? Well, maybe you guys know. So this place, it has become extremely deadly by now. And for what it's worth, it was actually somewhat necessary to prep up that long. I needed that many soul pearls. Although, in all honesty, you can make these things a lot cheaper if you wanted to. This room is excessively large, for example. You could make it smaller. You don't need to make it that large. And here we go. So, passerbys are in need of help, and they're waiting for their admission in here. And, well, let's just say things won't go that well for them. They are quite resilient, though. I'm pretty surprised that they resist the cold that long. But now it starts. Yeah, and that's how you do Hellgating. I'm not quite proud of myself here, but like I said, you gotta do what you gotta do. Thus, the Anguish Soul Gems gotta roll. Because, in all honesty, even if we Hellgate every single frickin' day that we are allowed to, we still will have quite a hustle and bustle to get enough Anguish Soul Gems together. That's the worst part about it. I wonder if a real downside about Hellgating, like I do it here, is the actual Feng Shui, the Sect's Feng Shui. Because, you know, the total amount of Feng Shui in the Sect is being accounted for here. And I just created a quite big glob of unhappiness here. So technically it might be that this is the hidden punishment for that, so you can't get a very auspicious rating inside the Sect's Feng Shui. But such is the price for Spectre refining. I mean, the good part is, as soon as the Sect is done with all the major breakthroughs, we don't need that anymore. We could also rip it out after that. Maybe I'll be doing that at some point, because I, for some reason, want an auspicious Feng Shui, but I really don't know why I should, up until now. Maybe you guys know why I should, but I don't. Alrighty, and so all the stacks of blessed flesh are together. Unhinged blood. Totally not interested. Okay. So, I'm gonna pick up all these enhanced flesh stacks when I can get them, I think. Oh, whoopsie, I misclicked there. There we go. Better. So, here missing the steel bone, and I am not currently remolding that. Here, missing that one. Haven't upgraded that one yet. Alright. There's a lot of things missing on that body part here as well. Unbridled flesh. So, it reduces secret body endurance moderately and increases defense success rate drastically. I don't think that I want this. Mainly because I always had the feeling that it was way easier to max out defense success compared to defense endurance. Or, well, no, different. The defense endurance is an open-ended stat that you can put in here as much as you want to. Whereas defense success is capped at 95%, if I remember correctly. So after that, everything you pour into this stat is only good for the moment when some of these body parts breaks. Because, you know, with body cultivators, if a body part breaks, you lose the bonuses from that. Since you have a lot of body parts, it's quite a weird thing. So, wait a sec. What are you doing? Sunshade Abode, alright. He remembered that we had a Sect gate. I was a little bit worried about his well-being for a moment. So, here's where you're going to be. There you go. And, going to have a little bit of a talk with him. Because I want to make friends with the other sects before I destroy them. It's very useful to have good relationships with them because of many, many different reasons. And if you have one Click Favour installed, you can easily get yourself a good impression here. So, here we go. Slap a free panacea on this dude. And that's been that. Alright. I don't know why my dog is waiting inside here. But as you see here, the first harvest is in. And this is a wicked but effective way of restocking your Angish soul gems. You also will end up with more bodies than you possibly could have a good use for. But, well, what can I say? What can I do? We need that. So, we're doing that. Now, I want to head back to the breakthroughs of my fire cultivators while we're doing the harvest. So, Guang is not at his full breakthrough. He needs more adventure, alright. So, go forth, pork man. You know what you gotta do. Bring us food. And with Yukin, or Yujin, I am merely waiting for a proper yin-yang phase. That's that. Settled. Here we go. I don't know anymore how much spirit powder we have, but we certainly have enough. I mean, the best part about the game right now is I am at the point where we can do a lot of things. I have access to a ton of different powerful rituals. And if I miss something, for example, spirit soil somewhere, we might have a ritual for that. Or I let my dog pee somewhere. Maybe he can do that soon. Let's see. He hasn't, he's not a fully grown up yet. I'm horrible at dog training. We might as well train the fox after Aloe Vera is powerful enough to defend the sect all on her own. I mean, if she wants to tussle with a water dragon all on her own, she should be able to get these punks under control. Just saying. Okay. Let's hope that this breakthrough will be a successful one. And she did it. Brilliant. So I would assume that golden fruition is the phase where we're going for the golden core formation. I got a hunch. So Jinbo, in the meanwhile, she's finally able to get for the breakthrough that I derped the last couple of episodes, so I will do this finally. I've decided that I'm going to go for this totally nuts 5 attributes thing. And yeah, keep on cheating. You get instantaneous breakthrough? That's a weird law. This is one of the weirdest laws that I know about. So her stats got slightly increased. She... yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to see. I am trolling around here a little bit on purpose because I don't want to overdo it. With the with Perfect Painter, this law is a tiny little bit overpowered. Yeah, just a smidge. Too much power. But jokes aside, for the shits and giggles, it's okay. There we go. Don't forget the enhanced flesh stacks when we can't pick them up. Third layer. Nice. So the defensive stats are now 74%. So at this stage, she needs more of the same. There we go. And here, lower leg bones already on it. Brilliant. The base levels of these techniques are just the entry point. The real tweaking and polishing comes later. Alright. Yeah, I'm okay with that cultivation speed, but Fujinbo is not. So she thinks we should be drawing a new talisman for our fair lady. So, let's see. There is one that improves cultivation speed, the Heavenly Heart one. There we go. Oh. She just decided to stand up and then I cancelled her assignment. She's a bit of a fast one, with all her stats way beyond good and evil. There we go. So, cultivation speed bonus 48%. It's about time that we're going to work with all those tools that we got. I could have done that way earlier already. I had this cultivator the whole time available, but the problem that I often got with this game is it is so darned overwhelming. It is so easy to just lose track of of all the things that you can do, and before I know what happened, I feel like this is an annoying speed run, and that's where I pull the brakes and just play the game how it feels great to play. I can't recommend this advice hard enough. This game is way more than you can possibly tackle in your first couple of playthroughs. So don't hound yourself if it is too much for yourself, and just take it bit by bit. As you see, you can have extreme successes over the course of the time. The 7 Slaughtering Sect wants Eureka Pills. Totally do that. Whenever this comes and they ask for something that you won't be missing, go for it. Connection points are priceless. They're just, yeah, priceless. It's one of the most valuable resources out there, in my humble opinion. Alright. The next batch of Angish Soul Gems is rolling in. And boy, we do need them. Because ideally, I want to try, if I can't make it, that every cultivator here for the very first time receives a full set of stuff here. Oh, I forgot to harvest Wicked Flux. Oh my gosh. My bad. So I think we will send Fusion Bow for that quest for now. And craft ourselves a new batch of this. And a new batch of that. There we go. And let's see if Fusion Bow, with her maxed out luck, ain't capable of getting the trick done. She's certainly the fastest cultivator we have in the sect, and I want some Wicked Flux. There's also in the possession of the Wudang sect another item that can increase chi. That's the resin essence stuff. Let's see if they're selling some. Nah, they're not. Too bad. Wudang sect introduced for some new stuff there. Alright, my good friends, we have done well for today. I will get through the preparations of these fine young cultivators in the upcoming episodes. We got only 5 more days of winter left. That means only 15 days up until we have to go for the breakthroughs of these. There's new powders to mix and new preparations to make. I'm looking forward to that. Leave me your comments down below if you have answers to my questions or if you just want to have a chat. I'm looking forward to hear from you. And as usual, thumbs up are very, very welcome. Subscriptions are as well. And if you want to have the entire playlist, there's a playlist link in the description box. I want to thank the supporters of this channel deeply for all the good stuff you're doing. And if you want to join on in, check out Patreon, PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee. They are the topmost links in the description box. I'd be forever grateful if you decided to participate. That all being said, if you cannot, I really don't mind. I'm grateful for having you because it's the most important thing that these videos get watched. That all being said, I hope you have a great day. See you soon. Bye-bye.